Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So we're going to be doing an Organization 13 medal spotlight. I'm going to be guilting and trading all the organization members I just got and re-rolling traits on the ones that I got poorly on, like Lexius and Syx, etc. But I want to talk about something real quick because remember 10 days ago when I made a guilting tier 3 video where I guilted all my tier 3s, and in that video I was like, hey guys, it's 3 o'clock and it seems like I'm getting a lot of -60s and +1000s. Well, I was kind of just fooling around. But it seems like someone else went into a little bit deeper theory into this, and that's Spynebreaker. If you guys don't know who Spynebreaker is, he's a Cook's JP YouTuber. He does a lot of stuff on JP stuff, and he's got a video called Can You Manipulate Your Trait Rolls by Time? So in that video, he explains basically on even numbers, he has seen patterns of getting better traits like -60, +1000, not so many extra attacks, but better traits than poison resist and so on and so on. So when I made my video 10 days ago, I was just fooling around, made another video tier 5 saying, hey, it's 3 o'clock again, let's go for guilt and trait rolls, and it still turned out pretty good. It's 3 o'clock again, guys, so let's jump in. But if you guys want to check out Spynebreaker's video, go check in the link in the description. I'm pretty sure the community is going to come together to try to see if this works, but I do want to say a couple things. I don't think it's by minutes. It might be by even minutes, but I think it's by the seconds in those minutes that you guys want to go for. So try to get like a global clock on the internet and watch the seconds pass by and go by that. And also remember that this is all coming from the server and not the game, and that's why if the game crashes during the poll, when you log back in, your polls will be there. They're predetermined as soon as you hit that poll button. The server already knows what it's going to give you, so if the game crashes, you still get your stuff. So it is based off time, just you got to figure that out. And third thing is, I'm pretty sure during maintenance they probably changed those numbers around. So last week or last month, if it worked for you, saying 1 p.m. at 0.01 seconds you got extra attack, when maintenance comes around they'll probably wipe that and do different times, or it might change every update at 3 a.m. who knows. But either way, guys, fool around with that. Go check out Spynebreaker's video. For me here, it is 3 o'clock, and 3 o'clock was my good guilting and trading time. So we're going to continue into this. And also, this is the free time I have, so 3 o'clock just works out beautifully for me. So let's jump in with Vexen. Now, Vexen is probably not something I'm going to use. Extra attack on him would be nice, but we are going to go into this, and I'm going to call out what time it is just to put towards the research for the community if you guys do want to see if this works or not, to try to determine where all of this is. But in the end, it's going to be very hard to manipulate, but at least it's a better chance than it was before. Either way, it's all based on RNG, no matter what, because it's just a better chance. It's not going to be guaranteed the same thing all the time unless you hit that millisecond. So let's start doing roll traits. All right, it is 3:20 p.m. for those of you who want to know, and we are getting plus 2000 defense. Works perfect on this character, by the way. That's beautiful. Get rid of the poison resist because it doesn't even matter. Screw it. Let's just put a lot of defense on him. If that's what's going to happen, that's going to happen. All right, so it's still 3:20 p.m., which is an even number, not an odd number. So let's see what happens out of this. It's not going to change past it. Nope. Aerial -60. So first roll we got plus 2000 defense. Second roll we got -60 on the same minute there. So we are going to take away one of his defenses because -60 aerial is pretty good. Anything with -60 is going to be great for PvE. And I don't need multiple copies of this guy because there is better tanky medals out there. So for free-to-play account, guys, if you're here for the medal spotlight, it's 3:21 p.m. by the way. It turned 3:21 p.m. like 10 seconds ago. So after I got the -60, it was still 3:20, and now 3:21, it's still -60. So again, it's all based off of that RNG, but try to figure it out, guys. Try to figure it out. Me, I'm just gonna have fun with my trait rolls and maybe do some dwelling into this later on. So that's Vexen. Vexen's whatever. You would be beautiful with some -60s. You turned out to be the worst ever. But if you guys are free to play, like I was saying before that, if you're free to play and you're asking, should I keep multiple copies because I did get another copy, I would say no. It's not worth it. Just go and fully try to keep out his traits really good, because the tier 8 fairies are really hard to come by, especially as free to play, and there's so many tier 8 still not out in the game yet. So I would just definitely work on the high score challenge medals, the newer tier 8s that come out, so on and so on. You don't want too many copies of these going on anyways because you don't have too many slots. But out of all of them, if you were to keep the organization members, or if a banner comes out because it came out for JP, if you're able to pull for them, I would recommend Lexius and Zexion. If you didn't get Demix, Zexion's a good turtle metal, and also having 2 copies of him won't be too bad. You still don't need it, but it might turn out something for PvP or something like that. Where Lexius has a good counter increase for the enemy, and he's good damage. So he's got 2 things, and he also buffs and debuffs himself almost perfectly. So for reverse strength and defense down. So Lexius isn't that bad to have 2 copies as well, especially for PvP. So if you guys want to roll traits on the new one, if you already have a -60 or extra attack, make another copy. Go right ahead. But if yours looks like mine, and you're free to play, then you got no choice. So it's 3:23 right now, which is an odd number. Paralysis there. 3:23 p.m. Paralysis over any of this? No. I like my 800 HP because I can tank more quests that I usually couldn't tank. And gauges win over everything. So again, it's still 3:23. Shitty trait or good trait? Max gauges +2. This turns out really good in low-level Keyblades. The gauges are better. I prefer the gauges. And again, my first Lexius is not good, and it's still not a 7-star, but I'm still going to keep it. Again, 323 and raid damage. I'm not rolling traits in 323 again. So, yeah, I know most of you guys are like, you should have kept that. I'm not going to raid on my free-to-play account. If I don't do it on my main account, I'm not doing it on my free-to-play account. So, we do have Sykes on this account, and I didn't pull for Sykes on my free-to-play account. So if this Sykes actually turns out good, this will be a 7-star medal. Easily a 7-star medal because -60 ground, extra attack is going to be great on this. So right now it's 324, an even number. Did I say even for the last one too, even though I said 3? It's supposed to be odd. But anyways, this is an even number. But if this turns out good, he's got a good multiplier. This is one of the better ones. He's very strong. Hey, 3:24 p.m. so far, -60 and extra attack. Let's keep going. All in 3:24. Again, check those seconds, not the minutes. And we got plus 2,000 defense. I'm still in 3:24 right now, so we're gonna keep rolling until we fully guilt them. Because that's basically what we got. 5 traits plus 2 more. We have enough for guild traits and whoo! He's looking pretty good as my next 7-star medal. I'm not gonna lie right now, he's looking pretty good. This account, this free-to-play account is ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how this luck is. It's still 323. It just turned 325 as I was telling you it was 324. Sorry. So it was 3 seconds away from changing to 325 from 324. So double extra attack on 1 medal. That hurts inside on a level you guys don't understand. Like, that feels like you just threw away the best thing in the game. So guilt roll at 325 is 209. Looks beautiful. And then we've got plus 2,000 defense. All right, so I'm actually so solid making this guy a 7-star. I got that video come up next. I'm gonna be doing my PvP stuff, but Sykes came out really good. Again, if you guys want to pull for a strong medal, these are the 2 best organization members for damage. Everyone else is kind of just like utility, like not good attack. On him, he's got 30 multiplier. This is utility. This is utility. So on and so on. So next in the line is Axel. Axel. He's got 2-turn buffs, which is good for PvP. Besides that, he's nothing crazy. So it is still 325 right now, if you guys want to know. -60 ground. Actually, it just hit 326 as I did that. It just hit it. I'm pretty sure the timing was perfect for 326. So we are in an even number again. So, -60 ground. Max gauges +2. We got a full guilt going on here, which is beautiful. I was out of inventory for this entire time. I was considering like selling a bunch of stuff, but I was like, no, I'm gonna hold off on this. I'm just gonna wait it out. They're gonna come back with this quest. I just didn't think this quest was gonna come back this early, but I'm really happy I kept all these traits. Max gauges. Yeah, again, I'm not gonna raid on this account at all. I don't have the time to do 2 accounts. It's just near impossible. So even so, my main account has 3 raid damage on this guy, so I don't want to continue that. We'll keep the max gauges because he is reversed, and Proud Mode Keyblades don't have a lot of gauges, so can't really do much about that. But I just noticed, though, I had more trait rolls for 226. It's 327. It just turned 327 for that guilt roll. So it is 327 right now. Max gauges, I mean, HP plus 800, which is pretty good. Like, I think I'm going to start stacking 800 plus 800 plus HP on my medals, just so I can tank quests that are not tankable without those. So 226 still, and we're looking at HP 800 again, still at 327. So if you guys want to fool around, I'm just going to give this information for this video. After this, I'm probably not going to think too much of it. I will do it on even numbers just for the sake of it. And we'll hopefully see if Spynebreaker and the community gets together and tries to make something better out of this. But here's my little contribution to this. Hopefully it's true. If it's true, man, and someone figures out the formula for extra attack, we're going to have such a good time. We're going to have such a good time. So hopefully it is true and it turns out really, really good. But Zaldin, it is now... Let's wait for 328 because it does seem like 327 is a shitty minute for me. But you guys saw plus 1000s, negative 60s, extra attack. My rolling time was 3 p.m. on the last 2 guilting videos I did, and it turned out pretty good. So coincidence, maybe, but paralysis resist on a 328. Let's keep going for the last 2. This looks just like my main account. I think I got paralysis and HP, or something paralysis and resist something else. Negative 60 aerial for the aerial man. By the way, if you're doing the Organization 13 event, use negative 60 aerial against Zaldin. You'll do way more damage. So carry pulls, I'm gonna keep all that. Don't need all that. And we've got the really good Zexian Plus that has nothing good on him except for poison, paralysis, and all that other stuff. So no, not evolve him. We're gonna roll traits on this. On my main account, I got extra attack. It is 328 still right now. So let's see what I pull out of this. Aerial negative 60, beautiful. Let's get rid of the poison resist, not as important as paralysis. So 2 more trait rolls. Again, it might be okay to keep 2 copies of this just for the utility. But besides that, what do I do with this guy? He's fixed damage, so it doesn't even matter for this negative 60 and negative 60. Like, what is even the point? I think swiping would be the best thing off this. I'm not going to use this for raid damage, so if I ever have to do proud mode, I'll swipe with them, and negative 60 grounds do a lot of damage. So having the multiple copies, I think will be totally fine. I'll keep 2 copies just in case something in the future in PvP comes up and I need to spread that out. We have 7 Keyblades and I want to lower the enemy's attack. I'll use 2 copies there. Now my boy Demix has 3 trait rolls. He's got 1000, negative 60 aerial, and I don't know why I kept so many copies of him. I don't know why I have so many reroll copies of him. It makes no sense at all. I have to go back and check why. But you guys get a special Demix out of this video. So let's see what happens here. 329, 219 still. 329 is going to give me... It's not changing to 330. It changed to 330 exactly right now. It just turned 330 and I got damage raids. No, I'm going to keep the paralysis resist. Again, those raids. Those raids. There's another number I'm going to miss. 330 is another one I'm not going to start doing traits on. All right, 219, that didn't change, but we're getting ourselves a extra attack, extra attack, extra attack, plus 2000 defense, which is pretty good because more defense, more hits you can take. I do have a roll for later, which is nice. I don't want to kill it right now for a trait roll because it is an attack boost 5 max and Lux plus. Down the line, I might need it. Who knows? Maybe not. But it's there just in case, and I don't need a trait on him. He's beautiful the way he is. If he has extra attack, even better, but you just never know if you need another attack boost max in a clutch moment, especially for last minute PvP and so on. But there you go, guys. There's the medal spotlight. In all honesty, utility medals, extra attack, every other medal that's attacking, like Zaldin, Syx, Lexius, and... No, Axel would be extra attack as well because of utility. But those are the guys, negative 60s, plus 1000, extra attack. Everything extra attack. Everything. There's no bad in that. Everything. Just go for it. So, that is the guilting video / trading video. Hopefully this had a little bit of impact. Show you guys what's going on. Again, Spynebreaker, good luck, buddy. If you can figure it out, figure it out. I'll give you as much as I can out of this. It was pretty interesting that 3 o'clock does seem like my hour. And in that hour, it does seem like the evens are turning out pretty good. So there you go, guys. Let us know what's happening. Let us know if you can figure it out. Let us know if there's a formula. There's definitely a time formula when it comes to these games. It's been known for many, many years for these gacha games. Even games like Pokemon use that system as well. But in Pokemon, you can save and you can redo stuff over and over and over, so you can abuse that system. Where in Union Cross, you can't really save and restart your reroll. Whatever reroll you get, so you better do precisely if you ever find out what time and second. So that's a little heads up, guys. It's gonna be a little tricky for this, but at least it's a little light at the end of the tunnel, right? If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.